Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your patience as we are preparing for this exciting evening. There's one thing that you can't underestimate, and that's the energy level of first and second graders. And the teachers are doing a great job in the back. I noticed in the front that we have the local community channel here, cable channel here, SCC. And if you didn't see the sign, I just want to acknowledge the times that this program will be played back. On December 6th, it'll be at 7:30 p.m., and these are on channels 19, and then the high definition channel is 801. 19 and 801. So the dates are tomorrow, the 6th at 7:30 p.m., and then we have Thursday the 7th at 4 p.m. and Friday the 8th at 3 p.m. So tomorrow at 7:30, the next day at 4 p.m., and the following day at 3 p.m. And I'll try to get that out by an email from school if you need that also. So thank you for coming out. We appreciate the publicity because it's a wonderful program. If you don't know who I am, speaking up on stage, I'm the principal at Lincoln Elementary, Mr. Schmidt. And it's a great honor to be up here and to support your children and also your families. It's a wonderful community that we have at Lincoln, and this is another testimony to it. Yes, definitely. Let's applaud. That's great. Thank you. There's other people we want to thank when you pull a performance like this off. We had an afternoon performance at Lincoln School, and those that we want to thank are obviously Jeff Willey, who is behind the soundboard today and the lights. We're lucky to have him here. He's the one that does the theater production and helps us out with that. So we have some skill back there today, which is kind of nice. And then also the first and second grade teachers for all their patience and herding and getting everything organized back there. So let's give them all a big round of applause. And then obviously the individual that has to pull the performance together, researches how we should perform and what are the options, and then for it all to come to fruition tonight, it's Mrs. Burmeister. Let's give her a big round of applause for all her energy. Thank you so much. Just to give you a little bit more of an idea of the routine, as the music starts, the kids will come onto the risers. We'll go through this wonderful performance. This afternoon, it took about 30 minutes or so. And then after it's done, the kids are going to go off the risers back that way. They're going to go around the back side and then come down, and they'll meet you out in the seating area out there. And that's kind of works out the best for us. So now for the main feature tonight. Let's give a huge, huge welcome for the first and second graders at Lincoln Elementary.
was the merriest time of year when we would get together and sing.
We gathered around in Ring Dang Square to listen to the silver bells ring.
But that was then and this is now and there are no bells anymore. There haven't been bells in our hometown since 1654.
That was the year our spirit left and every bell just stopped.
That was the year the spirit of the season went kerplop.
It didn't happen all at once, but over this stretch of time, the joy of the season was totally lost and the bells refused to chime. People started feeling down from the pressures of the season.
They scowled and bickered with one another for almost any reason.
Shopping for presents and going to parties wasn't even fun.
Seasonal traditions became a tiresome chore for everyone.
Over time, our perfect town just got more frumpy and jumpy. Over time, we all just got a lot more grumpy.
This is the saddest thing I've ever heard. No bells in the season is totally absurd.
What's the matter with this old thing? Oh, who cares? Who wants to hear old bell ring? So young to be so grumpy.
Warning, everybody, I have a weather alert. Everybody listen, no one will get hurt. What is it, Windy? What you know? There's a blizzard coming. Look out for the snow.
Not just any storm, I heard it was a whopper. The storm of the century, nothing can stop her.
It figures one more thing to make us grumpy. When the wind starts to howl
And sky starts to redden. Look out, everyone, it's Snowmageddon. Longer than anybody expected.
friends and family were all disconnected.
Pipes were freezing and people couldn't find food. Ring-a-ding town was totally unglued.
Some people began to panic. They don't know what to do. With a long winter ahead, we might not make it through.
But then one child, too young to be a grump,
Clapped his mittens with a thump, thump, thump.
Citizens, neighbors, family, and friends, our grumpy attitude must come to an end.
Mother, father, sister, brother, like never before, we need each other.
Everyone got very quiet.
Some people thought there would be a riot.
He stepped upon a big snowdrift and gave our town
Its greatest gift.
Citizens, neighbors, family, and friends, our grumpy attitude must come to an end.
Mother, father, sister, brother, like never before, we need each other.
Everyone got very quiet.
Some people thought there would be a riot.
The people listened to what their child said, and ideas like light bulbs went on in each head.
Come on, everybody.
Before the storm ends, we all got to remember we all are friends.
The people listened closely to what the children had to say.
And all their grumpy feelings began to melt away.
We won't be defeated by troubles or weather.
We'll all make it through if we just stick together.
Just like that, despite the cold sting,
The once grumpy people started to sing. Neighbors help neighbors like never before.
They checked on each other by walking door to door.
People brought groceries to others in need.
They looked for ways to do a good deed.
It didn't matter if you were poor or rich. They shoveled each other's sidewalks and pushed cars from the ditch.
They remembered the joy there is in sharing.
They remembered the joy there is in caring. It didn't seem to matter that the bell wouldn't ring. People took a new look at everything.
They realized that a good place to start was listening to the sound that was beating in their hearts.
The snow started melting from the warmth of each heart. And grumpy attitudes simply all fell apart. Suddenly, from the middle of Ring-a-Ding Square,
An old forgotten sound filled the crisp winter air.
the spirit of the season returned to the town, and smiles lit up where there once was a frown. The spirit of the season returned with a ring, and like long ago, we all began to sing.
while, first and second graders. For many of them, it's their first time performing over here. I think, and I think we all can agree to this, that you did such a fantastic job. You deserve another round of applause. Let's give them a big round of applause. What I really enjoyed, first and second graders, what I really enjoyed was how loud you sang. You had great volume in your singing. And then also your faces, you just showed such animation. You really got into your singing. It was so much fun to see that. What's going to happen now, because we're at the end of this wonderful performance, Jeff, Mr. Willie, is going to play some music, and we're going to have one class at a time, just like we practiced at school. Go off the risers, and you're going to go in the back and come around to the front this way, and I'll be helping you over here, and you can meet your parents out in the audience at that point. So let's give them one more big round of applause. Great job. Amazing work. Amazing work.